I can still hear myself. I don't know why it's monitoring. Let me see. Set it in properties. Okay. I think I fixed it. Let me know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, that would be fantastic. Because I don't know what is going on with this shenanigans and tomfoolery. What's up, Castle Dulac? How are you this morning? How are you? I think I fixed it. Why is that? Okay, because it didn't update the stream before, but it did. It did now. Got it. Got it. Can you hear me? That would be really helpful if you let me know if you can hear me. I just hit myself in the face. I do have a job, Colonel Sanders. I work night shift weekends. So today is my Saturday. It's you, Shepard, but I need to get a job. I do have a job, sweetheart. I don't know who you are, Shepard, but I do, in fact, have a job. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Can you guys hear me over there on TikTok? I think I fixed the audio issue so that I'm not monitoring myself anymore. I don't know why Streamlabs changed it so that I could hear myself, but I guess when I closed out the app and restarted it, it decided that it was going to reset my settings. And so that's why we got where we were. But let me read this text message real quick. Okay. Can you get a galaxy? You're not live. You can't gift people in the chat, Gap. It doesn't work like that. But I need to know if you guys can actually hear me. That would be helpful. I know that YouTube can hear me, but can you hear me on TikTok? Just a simple yes would perfect. Because I had an issue earlier where I could hear myself and it was like a 0.5 second delay, and oh my god, it was driving me fucking crazy. Like I couldn't do it. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. We're getting ready to celebrate my birthday. I'm excited about that. So if you guys want to help me celebrate my birthday, you know what to do. We got to get those heart me's in. That is our initial goal for today. Someone on YouTube said, I sound like a man. Cool. I love that. No, you don't have to send anything. You know how to help me celebrate my birthday. Be here, be interactive in the chat. Hang out with me. That's it. That's all. Just you being here is amazing. And I'm happy you're here. So this morning, before I had to do a restart, we talked about the DC takeover and what is going on at Union Station. If you guys haven't seen the video about that, go check it out. It is my most recently posted video. Who liked my Taylor Swift video? Did you see it? Did you watch it all the way through to the end? You watched my video about the tone shift? Cool. We got haters in the YouTube chat real early this morning. Let's open up the phone line. I feel like we should open up the phone line and see what's going on over with the people who may want to call in on YouTube, because they get real feisty real quick. Want to talk about Donald Trump's America? Oh, yeah. I'm back, Bethy. You love shredding trolls. It's fun. Somebody, I like when I get these notifications. It says somebody lit up all the gifts in their gift gallery. You guys don't do that for me. Piper, what's up? How are you? Good morning. Welcome into the stream. We're just hanging out right now. We're going to talk about some stuff that's going on in the news. I know that there was some catastrophic news that just happened. I didn't even get a chance to look through it. But a jet bridge collapsed. Why was somebody in my car? Sorry. Santa Barbara, California, an out-of-service jet bridge collapsed at the Santa Barbara airport, injuring 2 maintenance workers. The bridge was undergoing maintenance at around 9:25 a.m. The cause of the collapse has not been determined. Yikes, let's see. They were injured, but I don't think any lives were lost. Minor injuries, okay. I am talking to my friend about the podcast that we're supposed to be doing, which doesn't seem like it's going to go anywhere. Ash! Good morning. I don't go by no reds anymore, though, babe. We don't use that as an insult, though, Ghost. That's not nice. Help African with this setup. I will. I had an audio issue this morning, but I found out what it was. It was just that. Oh, look at all those lovely emotes. Bethy drops in the chat. Look at that tiny. Look at that tiny. Oh boy. I found out what was going on. It was the monitor was set up. So it was monitoring my audio output. I don't know why it did that. When I restarted my computer, it must have flicked the settings over. Why? No fucking idea. We got 4 more heart me's to hit that goal. Let's hit those 4 heart me's. I don't know what you're talking about, Ghost. What the fuck is that? Somebody just said in the YouTube chat, mayonnaise ice cream with a glass of hot dog water. I made the emotes. The chicken nugget was made by my daughter. Again, I got fucking flagged again. All right, TikTok. Let's get that last heart me in, please, and thank you, and then I will do a quick restart. I don't know why I keep getting flagged. Maybe I'll just stay on YouTube today. I don't know. This is so annoying. Because I said YouTube, because I said the words YouTube? Like, this is crazy town. Nobody is telling you to leave TikTok. No one. Thank you so much for helping me reach my goals. Stukus, it is Amanda Informed. It is exactly the same. You can find it in my link tree. Just go ahead and go right over there. There should be an icon right at the top that you can click on and follow me over there. But it is exactly the same. It is at Amanda Informed. W for reaching the gift goal. I'm fucking flagged. I got a violation. So it's not going to put it on the FYP, which means the 27 people we have in here right now are like the 27 people we have, unless someone sees one of my posts and sees that I'm live. And I don't even know if it restricts that. Good morning, Kenzie. That was probably before I got flagged. I literally just got flagged. It's so stupid. We'll see what happens. I literally just got the flag. It says that I violated terms of service by directing people off the platform. TikTok. I talk about news. Sometimes we have to tell people to go look at stuff places. I did get something from TikTok Shop. I got the Opalescence Go whitening trays. I do use Opalescence toothpaste. That's why my teeth are so white. But I am going to try their whitening trays and see if I can get my teeth even whiter so it could be this white. I drink a lot of coffee, to be honest. Yeah, we're just losing. The viewership is going down, 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 down. All right, I'm gonna get off of here. Let's hang out on YouTube. You guys can call in over there. I don't know what's going on. Can you cuss in here? See, live visibility is your live is not eligible for recommendation and restricted in search results because it primarily directs people off the platform. This is in line with the For You feed eligibility standards under community guidelines. That's not true. I never told anybody to fucking leave this platform. It's not true. I never told anybody to leave TikTok. Nice. I love that, Bethy. Yeah, TikTok is real fucking sometimey. Real sometimey. Let's see if I won the appeal. I doubt it. Nope. Appeal denied. Goodbye, TikTok. Fuck you, you little bitch. I'm just kidding. Everybody be good, and if you can't be good, be gay, do crimes. I'll be on YouTube. All right, YouTube. It's just us today. Us and Twitch. Twitch is usually like anybody there. Hey, what's up, Drew? Thanks for joining me from TikTok. Sniper snitches get sticked. What am I informed on? We talk about news. We talk about politics. We talk about all kinds of things. Anthony, is there anything in particular you'd like to talk about? Stuckus, what up? Yeah, you could cuss your little heart out in here. I am not Jewish, but thank you. It smells like bologna and cigarettes. That's really interesting. Bethy, what's up, Bethy? Nice to see you over here. I am not, Anthony. I am not. Although I do have Jewish family members. Actually, they've all passed away. They're old. They were old and passed away. But I am Colombian and Italian. I am not Jewish. By religion or ethnicity. So that's probably one of the funniest comments. Bologna and cigarettes. Where did you come up with that? And why bologna? And why cigarettes? That is an interesting choice. Is that what your wife's machine smells like? Well, that's assuming you have a wife. That's what your hand smells like. Matt, what's up? You're Dominican? Que loco! I think que loque is so weird. MMG. You know what that means, Anthony. You know what MMG means. I'm in Orlando. You like bologna? Dominican women are beautiful. I agree with that. Do I speak Spanish? Maybe. Weird time to enter this. Bologna is spelled weird. English is something. English is something. Bro, I love me some Dominican breakfast. Let me tell you. Some salami, some mango, some queso freír. Queso frito. I love it. Aw, Lou. Why are you using slurs, Lou? Are you not a big boy who can come up with better words? Can you not articulate yourself like an adult? You gotta use slurs? That's so sad, buddy. So sad. I love mango. I can make some good-ass mango. I don't, Matt. It's a really weird comment. By Orlando Airport. You're by Orlando Airport? You're not far from me if you're by the airport. Oh, you grew up over there. Gotcha. I was in the Army, yeah. Yep. I was a 68 Papa. Because of the power dynamic. That's why. Because of the way society is structured. Poor little buddy. I'm your what, ex-wife's doppelganger? Wow, that's cool. You've been on the Florida news with being no. What, James? I have been on the news though. I have been on WESC. What is it? WESH? Yeah, I've been on the news. Palestine. Oh, I lived in Georgia too. I lived in Georgia in Savannah for 8 years, something like that. Good old Fort Stupid. I have an Adam's apple. Is that what you're saying? Yes, the biggest one you've ever seen. Look at that sucker. Look at her go. I have a fully developed hyoid bone. So prominent. You guys are weird. Why do you do this? Let's talk about politics. Let's talk about the news. What are my thoughts on the current government? I think it's fucking fascist. That is what I think. I'm really not happy with this administration. I don't think that they have done anything that has been advantageous to the general public. It's all been about enriching their buddies and and it's not gonna help the average American, which is really sad. Was Savannah pretty? Savannah is beautiful. Lots of crime though. Lots of shootings in Savannah. Last time you were here, you were being mean. That's fine. You're not going to hurt my feelings. Trust me, some random person on the internet, there are so many things that you could say or do, and none of them is going to hurt my feelings. Usually when people make fun of me and do shit like that, like, I make fun of me back. Like, nobody is going to be more of a harsh critic of me than me. So, like, people can say shit and it's not gonna hurt my feelings. Like, some guy for some reason in my like YouTube comments on the short that I posted this morning about Union Station said that my eyebrows are uneven. I just responded, sisters, not twins. Like, what? You want to talk about the LGBTQIA plus community? We can do that. We can talk about how here in Orlando, Ron DeSantis paved over part of the Pulse nightclub memorial, removing the rainbow crosswalk. And every day since then, multiple times a day, people are painting and rechalking that crosswalk because those lives lost deserve to be remembered. And him being afraid of rainbows is like the weirdest fucking thing ever. But not only have they started doing that since they paved over at Pulse, they've started doing it all throughout the city. Random sidewalks in Orlando, they've been at crosswalks chalking them. They've been chalking them. So, Mike, thank you for the sub. Michael, thank you for the sub. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for joining me over here. This is a shit show. You guys can call in. The number is on the screen. We can have a conversation if you'd like. The number is 407-494-4348. You have split ends. I hate our governor too, Mike. I hate our governor too. I know his ass was pissed off when the federal judge made a ruling that they can no longer hold detainees at the Everglades internment camp. Hold on just a second. I got a phone call, but not from you guys, so hold on. Oh, okay. You're a few blocks down the road from Pulse. Boo-doo-doo. I gotta send a text. Anyway. They say the weirdest shit in my comments. It's like, listen, I posted this whole video about politics. Speaking of Florida, I posted my first long form video on YouTube, which would be anything over 3 minutes because it's not considered a short anymore. It's like 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Talking about what they're doing here in Florida, they're going to be putting at 3 different schools drones. Drones that they're saying are supposed to help deter against school shootings. I highly encourage you to watch that video. It is only 3 minutes and 34 seconds. But It's a waste of taxpayer money. $557,000. Yeah, Bearman, they don't have anything intelligent to say. Wait until he's your president. Ron DeSantis might actually be facing criminal charges because of the things him and his wife did with funds that were intended for hurricane relief, charity funds. They're under investigation right now. Him and what the fuck is her name? I don't know. I can't think of her name. Yeah, you got people like Prohibition on USMC in the chat. That one. Matter of fact, I don't even want to see you anymore. You're fucking weird. Casey? That's her name? Yeah. I don't ever remember her name. I just remember her eyebrows. Go to timeout. You little bitch. Xavier, what's up? Casey Anthony was your neighbor? No way. Do you guys... Casey Anthony tried to come back on social media and got ran off so fast. So fast. So fucking fast. It's not even funny. That shit was hilarious. People peeped her on TikTok and they're like, nah, bro. Nope. Not here. Not today. I finished all my coffee. I don't like it. I need more coffee. Oh, no, I didn't. There's still some in there. I got some sips left. What, Danny? Oh my god, she got absolutely obliterated. Why are you gonna call and hang up? She was on Joe Rogan? It doesn't surprise me. I've never watched a Joe Rogan podcast a day in my life. Back with your number blocked. I still have your number, but... Hey, what's up, caller? Tell me your name, age, and where you're calling from, state, or whatever is fine. I don't care.
Put a girl on.
What?
Put a girl on.
Okay.
Put a girl on.
What girl?
Put a girl on.
Okay. Do you
Put
want
a
me
girl
to...
on. Put a girl 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 on.
469-845-0953. I don't know. He is lonely. Poor buddy. They are so smart. Clearly they're superior. Like, of all the things we could talk about, you're just going to come up here and just say, put a girl on, put a girl on, put a girl on, 469-845-0953. I know who it was. They got mad that they got blocked in the chat. They got put on timeout. They can't comment in the chat no more. Buddy. He thought it was a teen girl hotline? Jeez Louise. Peter, you're back. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? Cupcake? You know what, Peter? I love when you're here because your insults are subpar. They require zero critical thinking. Like you could use your brain cells. The brain cells could hold hands and you could say something that would be like a really good insult, but instead you say some weird ass shit in the chat every day because you like my attention, which is fine. It's totally fine. But every time you comment, you're engaging on the stream. And when you engage on the stream, you give me watch hours. And when you give me watch hours, I get paid. So, he's the smartest person in the house and he lives alone. Ghost, I hate the winter. I absolutely hate the winter. Not my favorite. I do not like the cold. I have been in Atlanta when it snowed. I'm from New Jersey. I have experienced all 4 seasons and no thank you. No thank you. What's up, Agent 47? You do, Bearman. You do need at least 2 brain cells for them to hold hands. That is a weird comment, James. I can't see. The funny thing is, Peter, you can't actually block people on YouTube, but what you can do is you can stop them from commenting. Like, you can comment, but I won't see it. And if I block you on the stream, if I put you in timeout on the stream, you can't comment on the stream for 24 hours, but you still watch it. Can't stop you from watching it. Only you can do that. You're watching from prison? What'd you do? You're a blockhead, Charlie Brown. Oh, what do we got? We got some notification. I guarantee you somebody's texting me. Let's see what they texted me. I don't know what that means. Okie dokie. Call you later. I can do that. No, you can't. That's really weird. Isn't it just human? You can't actually block people. Cam Bam, I already addressed that, sweetheart. I actually did when you commented or somebody commented it earlier. I actually did respond to it. Oh, Peter. I think that you should go and look up the gentleman who came up with that concept of alpha male and see what his most recent statement regarding that theory is. It's not going to go in your favor, bub. It's not. It's not going to be what you think it is. Trump 2028, idiot. You want a panel? I mean, I can do conference callers, but I don't do that at all, Robbie, actually. Ugh, disgusting. I sound like Lois Griffin saying Peter. Okay. Boogie Monster, call in. Peter needs to take his liver pills. He's cranky. Oh, man. Oh, boy. All right. Let me get a sip of coffee. I'm almost done here. Got my Dunkin'. And we're going to start talking about the news. Because we have bullshitted on here long enough. All right. India's Russian oil gains wiped out by Trump's tariffs. Not surprising. What are my thoughts about Trump? He's a piece of shit. Bye, James. Aw, that's so sweet, Peter. Love you, Pookie. Aw. So we have the name of one of the Reuters journalists who was unalived. Oh, I don't have to talk like that. We're not on TikTok. Who was killed in Israel's bombing of of Nasser Hospital the other day. His name is Hussam al-Masri. He was killed by Israeli fire in Gaza. It says, Hussam al-Masri reported on the war's civilian suffering while living in a tent and struggling to find food for his family. So he was a Reuters reporter, one of the Reuters reporters who lost their life. And, you know, it's really fucking funny that Israel said, oh, we don't target journalists and we would never do something like that. And then we got video of them attacking and people trying to go in and help the injured and them attacking again in the same spot. doing the exact same thing that they're like, we don't do that. We don't do that. We would never. We would never, never. We are not war criminals. We do not break humanitarian rules. We don't do these things. Doing it on camera. Fuck those guys, man. Fuck BB. Oh, Aaron, that's so sweet that you would say that. If you go to my store, it's linked in my bio. It's no rads to the nads #2, because that used to be my username, noradstothenads.com. And you scroll in the store once you get into the shop, there is a shirt that says Splish Splash Toaster Bath. I highly encourage that you pick one up. We'll be donating proceeds of the store to a charity this month. We didn't pick one for the month of August. There was a little back and forth. We ended up donating to the Spina Bifida Association in honor of our friend Chris. But we're going to pick a charity for September, and any of the proceeds from the store, we usually do 50% until my web hosting fees are met, which is $36. After we get to that $36, we do 100%. So, Splish Splash Toaster Bath, you can find it in my store at norads, the #2, thenads.com. It is linked in my bio. So, I'm so glad that you brought that up. Thank you so much, Aaron. Doing the Lord's work out here. Right, this is exactly what I was just talking about. Reuters and AP journalists killed in Gaza strike were not a target, an Israeli military spokesperson says, but then they literally fucking double tapped. Shenanigans and tomfoolery. Europeans likely to initiate UN sanctions process on Iran on Thursday. We'll see what happens with that. Iran linked to Australian synagogue attack uncovered via funding trail, spy agency says. Interesting. Guaranteed I sold 0? No, Aaron. We actually do, in fact, donate to charity. Whoa, 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 whoa. Did you say Israel is mainly peaceful? Is that what you said? Buana. You bumped your head, buddy. No, they double checked. They didn't double tap. They didn't dead check. Because these were bodies that were moving around. This is not somebody on the ground that they were... They're not. They're not, Buana. Have you seen what has happened in the West Bank? Have you seen what they do to Palestinians with these settlements? They are not peaceful. They're not fucking peaceful. That is absolutely not true. Do I think more than half of Israel is in Gaza with a gun? When we're talking about Israel, we're talking about the Israeli government. We can't talk about the people as representatives of the government. As a matter of fact, a lot of Israeli people, both in Israel and in the diaspora, are against Netanyahu's actions. They're against what Netanyahu has done and continues to do. You would, Peter. You would. Nah, Vernon, it's not like that. Holy shit. I just went and looked at some of your comments, Vernon. Bro, are you okay? Are you all right? I don't think you're okay. Not at all. You are not all right. Let's see what else is going on in the news. You know what? Let's go take a step out of U.S. news and let's take a little look-see and see what BBC is talking about. What? Raging rivers cause destruction in parts of northern India. South Korea bans phones in school classrooms nationwide, which is happening here in the United States as well. A lot of schools and a lot of states have made it illegal. Here in Florida, they have for kids to have their phones in school. It's against the law. I tell my kids to fucking have their phones in school. I don't care. Taylor Swift got engaged. They posted that yesterday. Her and Travis Kelce are engaged. That's a little bit of little pop news for you, pop culture news. K-pop Demon Hunters becomes Netflix's most viewed film ever. That's another little tidbit of pop culture news for you. Not much going on with BBC either. Let's see what's going on with Al Jazeera. As I hit this vape. I think we should definitely talk about this. Let's see. Wow, that's right. India's tariffs take effect. 50% tariff on India is going into effect. It's going to be worth billions of dollars. And it's going to risk thousands of jobs. So it's going to further destabilize global economy. Because New Delhi decided that they were going to purchase Russian oil. So it's going to apply to gems and jewelry, garments, footwear, and furniture, and industrial chemicals. So like every fucking thing. I'm getting a lot of text messages. Oh, breaking news. We have breaking news right now. There's an active shooter situation happening at a Minneapolis Catholic school. Police are on scene of an active shooting in Minneapolis that has left several wounded. Currently, there is an active situation at Annunciation Catholic School in Minneapolis. Some of the victims are possibly children, according to the news station. Tim Walz has said he's been briefed of the incident at Annunciation Catholic School. This is a quote from Tim Walz. I've been briefed on a shooting at Annunciation Catholic School and will continue to provide updates as we get more information. The BCA and State Patrol are on scene. I'm praying for our kids and teachers whose first week of school was marred by this horrific act of violence. The ATF is responding according to the agency's page. So the ATF is responding to reports of an active shooter at Annunciation Catholic School in Minneapolis. Right now, the story is still developing. We do not have word as to whether or not the shooter has been neutralized, which is the nicest way I could say that, and how many people are injured or lives have been taken. So right now, again, this is breaking news in Minneapolis at Annunciation Catholic School. Their first week back at school, they're experiencing an active shooter situation. So you hate when people try to pronounce English words in foreign accent. Sign of stupid. What? Okay. Bookie Monster, realistically, statistically, most shooters are white men who align or identify themselves as conservatives. So, just statistically speaking. I know statistically is a big word. According to the math. Yeah, just human. I didn't know about that. Actually, Bethy is correct. There have been some hoaxes, not actual like shootings, but people calling in and pretending to want to do those things. There actually has been an increase in that across the country. So, yeah. Anthony, and I agree with that. I agree with that. Every time my kids leave for school in the morning, it worries me. It worries me. I would want my child to be able to contact me and let me know that they're safe. Or to say goodbye. So this makes me cry because I have been in an active shooter situation. I was in an active shooter situation when I was at Fort Stewart, Georgia. But so that I could tell them that I love them. One last time. This country is out of control. And to think that Florida thinks that they're going to put drones in school, that they spent $500,000 to pilot this program at 3 different schools, where these drones, apparently they can respond in 15 seconds if somebody presses the panic button, but they can pepper spray pellets and break glass, and they call it a kinetic. Wait, hold on. I wrote this down. A kinetic something. Like, it's ridiculous. Hold on. Kinetic energy hits. So the drone can fly into people and continue to fly. I don't know. They think that that's going to stop a school shooter. I'm not single. I'm married. I care about my children. I love my children. I care about your children. And I don't want anybody else's kids to lose their lives at school. So. What's my idea? Go watch my YouTube video. Raw. What the fuck are you talking about, Nas? No, they're kept in like a locked box. I don't have makeup on right now. I'm sitting in my house. I'm not like out at a photo shoot with lighting. You weirdo. I do have a therapist. Because Cam Bam, go watch my video. That's why. Yes. Oh, she's sweet but a psycho, a little bit psycho. Absolutely not. I did not vote for Donald Trump. Absolutely the fuck not. I gotta refresh on this story. Active shooter Minneapolis, because I was looking at it on my phone, but here on my computer. So it says a large number of first responders are on scene at 54. I'm going to assume that is a typo because it says 54 RD Avenue. So either they meant to write 53rd Avenue or 54th Avenue. Between Harriet and Garfield Avenues, Annunciation Catholic School is attached to a church. According to a school schedule, there was an all-school mass at 8:15. Tim Walz has been briefed. Several agencies, including the FBI, ATF, State Patrol, and Minneapolis Police, are at the scene. Authorities have not said how many victims there are. So we're still waiting. We're still waiting to find out what's going on in this active shooter situation. You think they should have TSA for schools? I think that we should have better legislation. I think that it should be harder for people to have access to firearms. All right. We're gonna go on a muting spree. Bye, Peter. Where you at? Boogie Monster, timeout. We'll give you a 5-minute timeout. Peter, you're gonna get a timeout. We'll give you a 5-minute timeout. It is the start of the school year. What are you talking about? It's not 2/3 over. Nah, Cam Bam, I like having fun. I like fucking with you. Because now you have to either watch me and you can't say anything, or you can scroll away. Bye. You know what? I don't think that that's a bad idea. That's something that I've discussed before. Insurance for firearms. Something happened with my mic and it reset with the colors. So. Y'all are really obsessed with my vagina today. It's fucking weird. I'm sorry, Ghost. Divorce sucks, man. Shit is rough. Rough. What's up in Michigan, Glenn? So we're going to keep an eye on the active duty situation that's happening in Minneapolis at Annunciation Catholic School. No updates as of yet, but we'll keep an eye on it. Oh, Ignacio. At least my fucking name's not Ignacio. I'm sorry. Your parents don't love you. All right, NBC looks like they have an update. Let's see what happened. Nothing yet. Well, according to Ken Martin, who is Democratic Farmer Labor Party and is in Minneapolis for a DNC convention, said EMS has requested mass casualty. If you're a doctor or otherwise first responder, that could help. It seems to be a fairly significant shooting. There's an active shooter here in Minneapolis right now, an unknown amount of victims at a church and school. So. What up, Loki? Doc, the thing is that they don't fucking know. They don't know. They have no idea. I've asked that question so many times. Ask people, what did you vote for when they voted for Donald Trump? I voted for no tax on tips. I said, okay, what does that mean? It means I'm not going to get any tax on my tips. I said, is there a limit? Is there a time limit? Is there a dollar limit? All right, we got an update. Shooter is contained. The city of Minneapolis posted on X just before 10:30 a.m., so just within the last couple minutes, that the shooter is contained and there is no active threat to the community at this time. The city asked people to stay away from the area to allow emergency personnel to help victims. So this shooter has been contained according to the city of Minneapolis. So right now there is no active threat. Thank you so much for the gift, Bethy, for the high five. I appreciate it. So there we go. Right now, the active shooter threat has been neutralized, whatever that may mean. They're saying it's contained. Excuse me, not neutralized, contained, because neutralized would imply that the shooter was killed. So the shooter has been contained, or the situation is no longer an active threat. Shh, don't tell them, Baker. Don't tell them. Let them keep thinking. Let them keep thinking that they're not paying taxes. Shh. They're not smart. Even when I tell them like what the no tax on tips and the no tax on overtime and all that stupid shit means, they're like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. You're an idiot, Nos. You're a fucking idiot. All right, guys, I got shit to do. I've been on here for a while. I'm about to go. But I'm glad to see that the Minneapolis active shooter situation is no longer an active threat. There will be updates. Keep spreading fear? Bro, you can literally read the legislation. Oh my God. Ugh. So frustrating. You know what? I know you can't read. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, I'm glad that the active shooter is no longer a threat, and I will be posting updates over on TikTok. I'm going to post about it right now. So, love you guys. Everybody be good. And if you can't be good, be gay and do crimes. Have a great day.